I had a really interesting experience the other day. I've been streaming Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD on the Switch, which has been great, great fun. And when I came to the Earth Temple, I was suddenly struck by how interesting the music was. And I wondered if I had never played this game before, would I be able to tell that this temple was based in a volcano with a bunch of lava surrounding me? And honestly, I really don't think I could. It has a very deserty feel to it, not a fire slash volcano feel at all. So it got me thinking about video game music, and we all love video game music, and video game music has come so far from what it used to be. Video game music is now being nominated for Grammys, and we've heard some incredible scores done for music, and now they're fully orchestrated, and it's crazy. And so it got me thinking about, if I were to hear music from a game that I'd never played before, would I be able to tell what was going on? Would I be able to actually guess the scene or what is happening, or what kind of picture does this music draw in my mind? And so that's what I'm going to do in today's video. I have a track from a game I've never played before. I don't know anything about what's going on in the game at this point. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to see what scene is drawn up in my mind, see if I can tell what the feeling of the scene is supposed to be, maybe possibly what's happening, what emotions this music invokes, and we'll see if I'm right. And after I listen to it, we will go back and actually watch the scene and see if I'm anywhere close to being right. So here goes nothing. Okay, well, it sounds desert-ish. I'm imagining sand. I do not get the feeling that you're supposed to be sneaking. It sounds dire. Somebody's in trouble. Here are the impressions that I got from this song. I feel like it may be an escort mission. I can't tell if it's an escort mission with one thing or a lot of things, like a lot of people, maybe. It definitely ramped up in intensity. So obviously at the very beginning, I felt like we were timed. I felt like something was timed. Like, okay, we have a certain amount of time to do something, whether it's get somebody out of a bad situation or maybe get a kid out of a bad situation. It did not give me the feeling that there were creatures involved. It gave me the feeling that there were people involved. Also, it didn't feel like a boss battle. I don't think it's some sort of a boss battle. Again, I don't feel like there were creatures involved. I feel like it was people that were in trouble, and there was your protagonist trying to either escort somebody to safety or something like that. Now, granted, I guess it could be people against people. So this music does not strike me as a background music. This sounds very scene specific. This doesn't sound like you're wandering around a city, or you're wandering around a village, or you're wandering around I don't know. That's not what this music sounds like to me. It sounds very scene specific. Like there is a mission that you have to accomplish. There's something you're trying to accomplish. I'm going to say it sounds like an escort mission. And then obviously it escalated in intensity as the song went on. And then I feel like the ending, it got really intense and there was just nothing. So I hope everybody got out okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to say. So let's figure out what this track is from. Okay, so according to the interwebs, Deadline is a song from Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It's from the Modern Warfare 2 campaign and Special Ops mode.
Roger that, Hotel 6.
Okay, definitely not an escort mission. Definitely no sand. I was right about the people, though. Oh, there are civilian hostages, though. Okay, so it is technically kind of an escort mission, then. Oh my gosh. So I was kind of right. Oh, but you are not the escort. Okay, so you're not actually doing an escort mission, but you are saving civilian hostages. I would be terrible at this game. I don't... When I play games like this, I really struggle with stealth a lot. Okay, well, I was wrong on a lot of things. The situation was dire. Definitely dire situation. We had civilians, hostages, no sand. I thought it sounded like it took place in the desert. I was wrong. No creatures. I did watch through the whole oil rig scene and there are no creatures. It's all just people to people. I was right about that. So it wasn't really an escort mission, but you are saving civilians. So I was half right. But the reality is, I could still feel the urgency in the music. Obviously, this was an important scene. There were lives at stake. This was not just your own life at stake. When I thought it was an escort mission, I had a feeling there was someone else or some other people whose lives could potentially be in danger. So I wasn't really wrong about that either. Just props to the composer. The music was done really, really well, and it fit really well with that scene. That is definitely not the scene that I drew up in my head, but this was really fun. This was a really interesting experiment. I'm a musical person. I've always loved music all my life. And it was really, really interesting to listen and see how it made me feel before actually seeing what was going on. I was right on some things, totally wrong on some other things, but that was actually really fun. Thanks for watching.